From the great state of Texas, you are now listening to Skip the Noise podcast, a rounded edge media production. Thank you so much for joining us. And by us, of course, I'm referring to Rick, aka the Brown Python Ben, aka Mexican Nostradamus, and yours truly, Benji, here for another fantastic episode. Shout out to Mike Tacklebox for the music. And yes, you heard me correctly. We have all three of the membership of Skip the Noise universe here tonight. For the first time, I feel like it's been a few episodes, right?
I don't know.
Was it just one, or was it? I feel like it's been like 2 or 3.
No, it's 2, right? Something like that.
I mean, I'd say that I'm happy that you're back, but you're still a commie. So sorry.
Here we go.
We joke.
I had to do
kids.
This
I kid. I'm glad you're back. We missed you. We threw accolades your way the last show.
No, you did not. Yeah, we did. Sucker.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we threw lots of accolades your way. How great you were. Don't even listen to it, man. Just take our word for it.
Exactly. You know what? I didn't want to listen to it because I was like, you know what? I'm gonna listen to it, and I'm gonna have to go directly to my car, drive to Houston, and go beat the shit out of Rick for the horrible things he said. But it's nice to be back. Sorry. Sorry,
bad.
Yeah.
You know, one thing we did mention though, that we're gonna revisit, and we're gonna actually. It's so severe now that we're gonna actually open the show with it. But last week, Rick and I touched on the Shanghai situation, the lockdowns that have been underway, and man, they just keep getting worse. And this shit is now boiling. We kind of talked about. Remember, I'm proud of myself, but I made a comment. I was like, yeah, you can't really, you put 25 million people, or 26 actually million people in solitary confinement, essentially, you're probably going to have a little bit of issues. Well, now it is getting amplified, this shit. So I don't know if you guys have you all seen the video somebody took from there? It was actually, I think, like an American, either journalist or somebody in Shanghai for some reason, some expat living there, filmed like in his, like from his high-rise apartment, the multitude of people from apartments all over the city screaming.
Yeah,
it's the most eerie fucking video you've ever seen in your life. It's just fucked up.
Oh, it's like the sound of desperation and loneliness, dude. It's fucking terrifying.
And one more thing before I turn it over, they're sending drones across, like the CCP is sending drones all over Shanghai, and they're with audio messages for the citizens telling them, dude, what's the quote? But it's like, resist the urge for your soul to seek freedom.
Yep.
Like, what?
Fucking.
What are we living in? This is so fucking dystopian. Doesn't even like do it justice. This is everything realized. This is like watching a fucking movie, and it's real.
Well, it's not. It's 84, right? It's 1984.
Yeah,
basically. But and just to heap onto the shit that's coming out of Shanghai, and you want to hear something crazy, also, just to kind of go on the tinfoil edge on this one a little bit, because you know what, I'm feeling a little froggy tonight.
Yeah, let's just let it rip tonight.
I'm just gonna let it rip. So the first part is, did you see? Okay, so it was uploaded only for a couple hours on Reddit, a video of this Chinese guy with a knife hacking at his wife because they've been shut in the house. So he's literally hacking at her with this, like, I guess not a hatchet, but like one of those big butcher type knives. He's like hacking at her. And so people come outside to try to save her life, and they're like throwing things at him. But that is a microcosm of what you're seeing happening in Shanghai right now. With this complete lockdown. Like you said, you got people singing out windows. Motherfuckers are supposedly starving. Right? People are running out of fucking food and shit.
Yeah.
Would you see that video? Someone fishing from their high rise into the river.
Yeah, right.
It just so happens that they live next to the river, and they were throwing a line that's like, I don't know, a few hundred feet at least.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. That's one prepared motherfucker. He must be in like the Chinese Boy Scouts or something, because I think to have enough fucking fishing line to fish from your window is pretty dope.
Well, and normally what I've noticed is people who live in high rises generally don't have fishing poles in their apartments. Like they just generally speaking, but this motherfucker did. So props.
Those motherfuckers just have Amazon accounts. That's all they have.
This motherfucker was ready. He's like, I heard they're going into lockdown. I'm getting a fucking fishing pole because if shit really gets gnarly, I'm fishing in that little bullshit koi pond on the ground level of my 16 floor fucking apartment building. And for food, like you talk it. So Ben, yeah, people are fucking and that's why they're going crazy. Well, it's like
it's crazy, right?
Yeah. Well, just one more thing about the food. So we touched on it last week. Rick and I, where we talked about how the logistics of getting food to that many people who can't leave their fucking dwellings is a nightmare. So because this is, I'm sure it's like state sponsored DoorDash or whatever the fuck this is that they're trying to run. But so I heard these like, accounts from people that are there that are saying like, you can't just order. Like this is how desperate it is. You can't just order like a meal for your family or like a few days worth of food because there's 26 million fucking people. So the system is overwhelmed. So what you have to do is everybody in your fucking apartment block or whatever, pool together and get like 50 people. So that's like you're ordering in bulk to where it even gets on the radar of whoever's processing these fucking orders, whatever company or entity that's, I'm sure, like I said, state sponsored. But that's the only way to get food is to like get with your whole fucking neighborhood and decide like, okay, we're going to make an order fucking badass enough for them to notice or even to like be worth their time. Oh my God, man. Can you imagine the desperation? Like if you got a bunch of kids and shit, can you imagine how fucking scary and desperate? Because it's not even like here where you've got this thing in your head where you're like, well, if shit really gets to the hits, I'll go out in the fucking streets with my AR and take down. So, you know what I mean? Like you at least have some sort of fantasy option where you're going to become the Lord of the fucking Rings in the middle of your subdivision. True.
Yeah,
you don't even have that. Dude. You don't even have that.
Well, I was going to say one of the crazy things I noticed about this situation, though, is that this story, right, that I told you about with the lady getting hacked up by her husband, running outside, freaking out, neighbors like coming out, but the police are still trying to get the neighbors back in the house. Everyone's on lockdown and shit
by beating their ass.
Story disappeared.
Oh wow.
Within hours, gone completely. Like you cannot find it on Reddit. I know I saw it. I even have a history marker, but I can't pull it.
Damn, dude.
So that to me signifies that there's so much horrible shit going on in Shanghai right now that we don't even know the half of how bad it is.
Oh no,
the shit that's got through some filters already.
Yeah,
but to be quite honest with you, that place is probably like that place is the Lord of the Flies right now. Motherfuckers are like dancing around like fucking fires in the middle of the living rooms. Oh, well, they already were starving, but now it's even worse. The worst part, the other thing I'm thinking is, and to reiterate, we believe in the seriousness of COVID, et cetera, and all these things. No, most of us do, but it can be deadly if you have several health issues or some type of weird genetic predisposition. Yes, again, but nonetheless, what the fuck is going on though? China has gone into a hard fucking core lockdown.
I have an idea.
Right. That's why I'm trying to stimulate this conversation.
I think it's a terrible social experiment.
I think
that's what it is. I think it's just someone in the government has a hard on for power, knowing that he won't be challenged, and he wants to know what happens when you confine 25 million people in their apartments for weeks and probably months.
But okay, and while I get that, I get the Dr. Evil concept.
Yeah.
What I don't understand, right? That's what it is. I mean, it's just Dr. Evil concept.
Yeah.
But in reality, right? Like so you want governments want to oppress people, they want to fuck with people, they want to control people. Mm-hmm. But the one thing that governments like, especially the Chinese government, is money. They're very corrupt. But by shutting down a whole city, which is their number one financial sector of their country, other than Beijing, is Shanghai.
Yeah.
So that's their purse. That's where all the money comes from. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Yeah,
it
like,
almost
what
makes you
really?
think
I
like
mean,
it really
what's their
is. Shanghai
motivation?
makes a fuck ton of money.
I know,
These
but so
people
does
only
Hong
care about
Kong.
money. No, not
Xinjiang also. I
not
mean,
is not anywhere near what I mean. Don't Shanghai's gross part of China's economy is substantial.
Like more
And
than Beijing, I think. Isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. It's their one of their financial hubs. So they're shutting down their financial hub. So that means that they won't have all this money that they like to completely like through cronyism and what's the other word? Whatever, corruption.
what I'm thinking is once these lockdowns end, imagine the exodus of people from China, from these major centers, knowing that this can happen again to them, and no one is going to stop the government from doing this again.
Right,
no one can.
I get that, but you got to ask yourself. This is more of the question I'm trying to ask you, though, is you have a very corrupt country that's based on money. These motherfuckers sell like prisoners' kidneys and shit for the highest dollar. Like all China is about is money.
It's only going to break down in a few weeks.
Well, they're cutting down their purse strings.
The kidneys.
Right. Well, they do. They might, hey, it's
Chinese-made kidneys. I mean, they can only last so long.
Could be a bargain. Could be a bargain. It could be a bargain. But if you look at the overall picture, why are they doing it though? That almost makes me more nervous than them doing it in a way, because you're just like, wait. Is there something we really don't know? Like it doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Maybe this isn't Corona. Maybe it's something else. But maybe it's something that's spooking the shit out of them. That they, of course. I mean, how open with information is the Chinese government, really?
Oh, very.
Yeah.
They're just completely transparent.
As open as Twitter.
Yeah, very transparent.
Right. They're so transparent and they're so forthcoming, and they let their people speak, but they're cutting their own wrist and destroying their own economy for something that we all know, while it's dangerous, is not. You know what I'm saying? It's not to the point to where you want to shut down a whole city. So
not like that.
So my question is if they're doing that, right? Knowing them that they don't give a fuck about their people, right? They killed 40 million of them when they transferred from a agricultural state to an industrial state. They starved. I mean, millions of people resulted to like cannibalism and horribleness. The Tiananmen Square, China does not give a fuck about its population, but now they want to save them from some virus and do that by cutting down their whole society. I don't know, man. Something else is happening there because
they're still starving them.
No, this is
they're still being starved. They're still being dude. They're
they
being
want
confined.
the money, bro. They want the money. Something else is happening here. I don't think this is Corona. I don't know. Something strikes me as funny is you're going to shut down Shanghai, whole city. And not just kind of shut down. This is like this is the worst shutdown of them all.
They have a zero COVID policy now.
Well, they didn't shut down Wuhan. They didn't shut down anybody like this. This is a complete, I don't know, man. To me, something doesn't sound right. I don't know. That's my tinfoil hat. I don't think this is Corona, guys. I think it's something else. I think they found something else, or they know something else, and people, they're reacting to it.
I don't know. I think it's a horrible social experiment that someone's just trying to run on them.
And it could be.
And
they could be. But
I'm hoping that's what it is.
I don't think so, man. I really think that something else has happened there. They
found something else. You got to think about it. Like people, yes, it's a big financial hub, but the people who make these decisions, they're going to die rich no matter what happens to Shanghai. And as China has already demonstrated, they don't give a shit about their people. They don't care if they starve or they become poor or they leave or disappear.
But they do care if they fuck with their money.
Yeah, but these people who make the decisions are already rich. They're already going to die rich. They're going to pass on wealth to generations after them. They don't care. They don't care.
But as you know, it's never enough, right? I don't know. It is. Something. I don't know. I
either
feel
that
like something else is happening out there. Something really bad's happening.
Check this out. Either that, or there is something, right? Like Ben said, and they're trying to protect a very, very select group of people.
Yeah.
And they whisk them off to somewhere, wherever. I don't know. Like
their vaccine's fucked up, and now they created like some fucking
Zombie.
What's the name of that fucking movie with Charlton Heston?
Ben-Hur?
No,
Moses?
not Ben-Hur. Ben-Hur.
Planet of the Apes?
Let my people go.
That's what
No, the
Planet
one
of the
where
Apes?
So
the
the
one
green?
Will Smith remade it later on before he smacked
in
Chris
Black?
Rock. The fucking movie
Men in Black 2?
No, I Am Legend.
Oh,
pendejo.
yeah.
Cabrón. I mean, you fucking with me this whole fucking time. Fucker.
I think it was Men in Black 2. I
Yeah,
think
but
Charlton Heston started Men in Black 2 way back in the 60s.
Close to it. But I think it was dead by then. Anyways, so I mean, like maybe they started some type of I Am Legend shit. Maybe the vaccines they used are like really made out of the 99-cent store shit, and they really fucked a lot of people up. But to me, it seems like they're trying to hide something or suppress something. And with this drastic of a measure, I think they're really trying to suppress something. I think something's either about to come to light, or they're trying to keep something from coming to light. Because, dude, like you said, you got fucking people singing from windows. Motherfuckers are fishing from their apartment buildings. People are completely losing their minds, locked up in their apartments for how long now? How many weeks has it been?
Oh, it's been several.
Was it like 8 weeks or something?
Has it been?
And not only that, but at some point they're gonna break. And
yeah,
the thing that I look at is, so like some of the accounts from people in there are saying like recently there was a major shift, like you said, Ben, China's all about its economy and its place in the world, financial system and exports of fucking everything, right? For the entire world. It's a very vital portion of the global economy. You know what I mean? Or the fucking, and recently people from in there are saying that like there was a major shift from that sort of message as far as like, drive the economy, blah, 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 keep whatever, to like maintaining not order. The word kind of escapes me, but like, you know what I mean? From like an operational, hey, let's maintain. Like the messaging from the government recently shifted. So to your point, Ben, the nature of that, or like what drove that, is kind of remains to be seen. But obviously this is something real to make this drastic of a measure.
Just
something's
reading
off.
Guess how many fucking people have died in Shanghai since
from
official from COVID? Guess how many?
25.
3.
Wow.
From the and they were all no hold on, I know, do you have a point? Let me just lay this out to show you how fucking crazy this is, right? There 3 people died, and they're between the ages of 89 and 91.
Wow. So they could have died anyway.
Yeah, and they all had underlying health conditions such as coronary heart disease, diabetes, and high blood pressure.
Well, the variant that's out in Shanghai, I was telling Benji this in the last show, was that it's a variation of Omicron. It's far more virulent, but it's far less deadly.
Right, but why shut it down for the flu?
I don't know.
I'm telling you something. Something doesn't feel right in my fucking socks about this shit, bro. I think they're locking it down for another fucking reason.
What about this? What if the motive was to lock it down like this from the get-go, from the outset, from like January 2020, but it was like it proved unsuccessful. So now it's more of a Hail Mary. And that's like, okay, we got to lock this shit down now for something else. And it's like, we're running out of time. So we got to go full fucking ass.
Full throttle. Let's go full throttle.
Full fucking, yeah.
Let's not hold back.
I don't know.
I feel you. That's what I'm saying. Like maybe this is the actual like last stand before some real wave of shit hits us, because something just doesn't make sense. You have a brutal
or COVID. Sorry, I really
no, go for it.
But like I don't want to lose the thought. It was like, remember when we were like, when COVID happened, we kept mentioning like, this feels like this weird social like test,
right?
Maybe now this is what that was for, is what I'm getting at, Maybe and that was the shit originated there. Maybe it was part of the plan all along. And this is like where it really the saber rattling's over and this is where they fucking invade. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, but like I'm saying, so that's what I'm saying, that you could be so open to so many different things that could be part of this whole conspiracy, part of this whole, like, just something just isn't right. And China may have noticed it first, and they really, I mean, I hate to say this, they're really the only country that has the complete power to do what they do. That full lockdown, well, you can only do that in China.
Yeah.
So anyways, it's kind of weird. It's a little spooky to me. And I mean, more likely it's probably nothing. I mean, more likely they're just, like Rick said, some civil servant has a hard on and decided they wanted to see what happens if you lock everybody up for a couple of weeks. But I'm just kind of nervous, right? I'm a little nervous.
That's my evil mind. But you would have heard about it. You would have heard about it. Something like that.
I don't think so. Just like we would have heard about Corona back when it first hit them in October.
Yeah, we didn't hear about that,
we didn't hear about that. We didn't hear about Corona hitting in October.
I think I started hearing about it when it hit Korea.
Yes.
Once
it hit free countries, all of a sudden you start hearing about it. But dude, Corona was out there in September, October, and they didn't say nothing. Bunch of weird fucking faces. But one thing though, moving on, one thing I'm actually pretty happy about is all these unions are sprouting up everywhere. Power to the people, power to the workers.
It's accelerating.
Yeah, we got Amazon now. Amazon's in their warehouses now, and now your local baristas will be part of the local barista 554.
I don't want my coffee to go up to $3. Okay, I like it at $2.65.
It's already $3.
Check it out, Rick. I'm glad you brought that up because, as I knew this was probably going to be a show topic tonight, in my car, I had this little thought. I was like, I knew Rick was going to make a comment like that and say, I don't, which is valid, right? Because that will, yes, if you pay workers more, you will drive up the price. Yeah. Here's the thing though. People say that, but they have, how many yachts does Bezos need before you get pissed off? You don't think that's having any issues on, and not the fact that he's spending that money, but the fact that's not really though, because the money flows either way. It's different in that it's not a direct effect on the bottom line, but it's what's driving that money up through the little Bezos siphon and gets up to him. So in other words, like, costs could be shed along the way for a lot of other things that lead to a little bit less in his wallet, but that's not even a fucking option. Yeah. Let's let him, you know what I mean? Let's let him have own the fucking world unlimitedly. And I don't know if that's a word, but
I don't think so. I like it though.
I like it though. It might make the fucking. It might make the title. It might become.
I mean, literally is now.
It'll get spelled
completely
but
a different word.
Yeah. But anyway, I just think that's but basically though, here's the difference though now. So a big pushback for unions, and hell, I even, as much as I'm for workers' rights, the structure and the actual organizational aspects of unions have been, obviously can draw major criticism, right? Corruption, things like that, right? Even if it's based on an idea that's, hey, we want the worker to have a voice, but what sucks and what I've noticed, and I've mentioned on the show before, if you're a long-term listener, you know that at one point in my career, I worked for a union that was a local affiliate of a national, associated with the big one, or the big conglomerate of unions. But that being said, what's different now though, is that these are springing up. It's more of a grassroots, because unions for years are just stagnant. Like when I worked for this union, one of the things that was like abruptly noticeable was like, man, like a lot of the messaging tactics and just technology was, and not technology as far as like phones or whatever, but just the technology they used to like push their organization was so antiquated, man. Like it felt like this shit was, I was working at like a church group in the fucking late 70s, early 80s.
Nice.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like printing flyers and shit.
Like some Tammy Faye Baker shit.
Yeah, real, man.
Like, you were paying flyers with that rotating thing. Clink, clink, clink,
exactly, dude. You can like
Yeah,
smoke
put
in the
ink in there.
office and shit.
Yeah,
But you have a little ashtray on your desk. But like, but now, right, in these a lot of these with these like Starbucks and Amazon, all the shit, there's a lot of young people, man, and it's spreading way differently. You know, the use of social media. So finally, like, because of the need was finally assessed, these people started this on their own and are effectively spreading so much quicker than like traditional union organizing. So anyway, once this sort of cat was out of the bag and it's like, hey, people like this, young people like this. Not only that, motherfucking part-timers. Do you understand? Like, that's fucking crazy that like somebody who theoretically doesn't have as much at stake as say like a full-time, like this is attached to, this is how I feed my family, older somebody. These are people, they're organizing motherfuckers that are like in their 20s and this is their part-time gig. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the distinction I'm pointing out. So this is something that is not only here to stay, but the companies like Amazon and these are the big ones that have unlimited resources to throw at the shit in their best interest, but they're losing that battle. Amazon, you know? So anyway, this is not going away. And I think this could be very crucial. I think like what we're seeing happening right now.
I always tell my employees, look, you guys can unionize, but I got to be the president of the union. Okay. I'll be representing your interests and running the company. Yeah.
And I bet you that you will definitely be doing what's in their best interest.
Oh, of course. Always. I mean, that's what I get. That's what I'm hired for. Right.
Well, I think the work, like, I guess work policies are just, the whole attitude to work has changed quite a bit also in regards to what's happened with COVID. You know, the whole anti-work movement, you know, it's pretty substantial, especially amongst the service industry and people that kind of saw their jobs get destroyed in the first place. I mean, a lot of people lost their jobs at Starbucks. A lot of people lost their jobs in the service industry. So I think there's a lot of this that's going to happen. But I like it. I think unions, well, yeah, there's been some very bad things that unions have done, AKA HOFA and things of that nature. But without unions, you know, we still have 8-year-olds fucking clunking coal out of mines and people working 95-hour work weeks. It was true. They fucking did it. And you know what? We would the 8-hour workday would not be part of what we do every week, every day. We would not have lunch breaks. We would not have OSHA. We would not have anything that actually protected workers.
Pharmacists still don't have lunch breaks.
Well, you know, actually in the state of Nevada, they do. They truly do. They have a 2-hour lunch break. They're allowed. Yep, somebody has been. But
2 hour.
I got that. I got that question wrong because I was like, "Who the hell would give these idiots an hour lunch?" No way.
You fucking slave driver. But yeah, so that's what I think. I think we're in that crux now where I think the unions are definitely going to come back. I think they need to. I think there's some jobs that really need to be protected, and I think the jobs that have had unions may be ones that may not need them anymore. I mean, we need to start really, you know, reinvigorating the workforce, paying people more, figuring out things. I think it's a good thing. So I'm pretty pumped to see, and I like the grassroots efforts that some of these have kind of come up with.
Yeah, I think what's evident here is that like there was a need was there,
right?
Let's make no mistake, like these companies, they're very savvy and they're very obviously they can pay the legal personnel to come up with the perfect strategies and all these things to have built-in union busting,
right?
Let alone like the actual aggressive, you know, pointed and directed union busting.
Oh God,
like direct union busting. But I think what's, like I said before, what's evident is that there's a need, right? These corporations make a lot of money on and what I mean by strategy is like, so look, companies like Amazon, here's what they do. They want to have a very high part-time to full, like the ratio, they want more part-timers, a way higher percentage of part-timers than full-timers for obvious reasons, because, you know,
insurance
get paid less, benefits. Plus you want turnover. the more turnover you have, the less people are there with the company longer, the less salaries you have to pay that are like above the top
Normal.
percentage. It's a very common, all the big corporations you go to Walmart. Yeah. You'll see the one guy in the back that's got on his name badge that he's been there for 36 fucking years or whatever.
Right.
But the majority of every single location is going to be very, very heavy part-time.
Right. Exactly.
And that's a good recipe for making a shitload of money, because the biggest expense in any business is your labor. And if you can reduce that, while bringing in fucking volumes and volumes of money, you turn it into Amazon. If you do that more effective than the other guy, and you spread and you grow, yeah, you become a Walmart and Amazon, blah, blah, blah. And people are like, hey, you know what? At the end of the day, you still need me though.
Right.
Right. They're realizing they're about COVID did something, right? It shifted a lot of people's brains. Like you said, Ben, you brought it up, depending on whatever industry. But yeah, at the end of the day, like, hey, you need us to be there, or else you can't really make any money. And so that value is being assessed, and they're like, hey, what do we do about it? Obviously, with the upper hand being in these corporations, the more power they get, not only do they drive how they can run their own business, but they set the standard. So you have all these other companies that can't survive if they don't operate like an Amazon, a Walmart, who already has a disturbing amount of market share in whatever industry that is. So nobody can compete if they don't run that labor model. So everybody has to do it to get the profits.
Do you know where I see the employees that work the longest though?
Huh.
I always say about Costco. Costco always has the same employees.
Well, yeah, because they pay substantially more than the national average.
Yeah, they buck the trend for sure.
So if you
pay people more, guess
what? You stay there longer. If you treat your employees and you do profit sharing, they stay there longer. I mean, I think that's the whole point.
Yeah, and you know the difference.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I just yeah, exactly. But no, but the only difference is Costco notoriously, right? The founder or I don't know what position he holds, if he's currently the CEO, but I know like I don't even know his name. I feel shitty, but
I can fact check.
Like the head of Costco. Yeah, fact check it real quick. So you can throw it in there. That guy purposely, like, it's a mission for him. Like, I don't think he takes like a big
well.
Yeah, no, it is. Like, I think
it's a
notoriously he doesn't take a salary or some bullshit like that. Like, it's crazy. So he deliberately made his company that way. But how can you count on? That's a one-off. That's a one in the million.
Yeah, of course.
We just got lucky that there's a dude that cool,
a human being,
and that powerful, that it's a human being that would actually do that. You know,
but the ambivalence and the happiness and the and the love for humankind is not something that runs deep in most CEOs now.
The Costco I go at always has the cutest girls,
because you don't survive.
Oh,
the what now?
The Costco I go at always has the cutest girls. Like,
yeah,
they do, man. I don't know what it is.
And Rick finds a way to take the equal pay and happiness and just completely.
What? I'm telling you, man. What?
Before you get too far, which one?
the one on Wesley and Richmond.
Address, okay.
Oh, okay, for sure.
The one in Greenway, yeah.
I'm gonna go do some shopping. But yeah, I think that's here to stay, boys. I think we're gonna see a lot more unions. We're gonna see a lot more discussions like that. But I think it's a good thing, and hopefully it'll help start equalizing some of these wages. I mean, I think that the scariest thing is that CEOs' pay have driven up 60 times in the last 60 50 years. The average pay of a CEO has gone up 60 times, but the average pay of a normal worker has gone up 5 or 4 times.
Yeah.
So it's pretty scary that we're still expecting people to pull themselves up by their bootstraps and do all this other shit, but they don't have any money.
It builds character. What are you gonna do? Come on.
No, it's just another part of the characterization.
You're doing them a favor, they have to struggle a little bit to appreciate. That's what you're doing.
You know what? If once they start pricing NASCAR tickets way higher, people are going to start understanding. But that's one thing that probably won't go into inflation, because people, they know they start taking away these motherfuckers NASCAR. Holy shit. You're gonna see some real communists come out of the fucking fold, because they're gonna be like, "What? Can't fucking see tail? Fuck you, man!" And next thing you know, you got fucking hammers and sickles everywhere, and the world moves on. But And speaking of moving on, because I know we got to try to cover a couple more topics before we hit the Brizzake. I know one person who is definitely not moving on, but the Twitter board wishes he fucking does, is Sir Elon Musk, who is apparently trying to buy Twitter.
So what do you think? Do you think this is a legit hostile takeover so he can preserve freedom of speech, or do you think he's just fucking around?
It has something to do with his brain cap shit.
No. Well, yeah, maybe, but
I think it has something to do with his future products. I don't think.
No, dude. Okay, you gotta understand. Twitter is way more valuable than just money, though. I mean, as I've heard it all over the place, it controls the narrative.
Yeah,
it controls the political narrative. It controls masses of people.
But does it really though?
Yes, it does, because
it wins elections. Fuck.
It wins elections.
It doesn't though. Only amongst like really hyper, like I think it polarizes a person's opinion if you already had it. I don't think it really wins new opinions, right? Because how many fucking nerds are out there really fucking like, you know, subscribing to all these Twitter political people? They're like, oh, I can't wait to see.
No. It's not about that. It's like this. I
can't wait to hear his political opinion. I mean, you don't see that fucking shit, bro. They're all fucking following Kim Kardashian.
It's not about that.
Trying to check out chicks with asses and watching porn on Twitter, bro. I don't think it has as much of an effect as people try to make it out.
Here's what happens. Twitter is very popular. Twitter is very popular among stock traders. Stock traders. It's popular amongst members of the media. If you want to throw a story out there, you wanted to catch fire, you put it on Twitter. Okay.
Bro,
if you have a stock that you think might do well or do bad, you put it on Twitter.
Now you put it on Reddit.
Can research that stock.
You put it on Reddit.
You can put it on Reddit too.
Wall Street Beats, and Wall Street Beats by itself fucking creams all over whatever Reddit can fucking throw at it, dude. I don't think it makes that big of a deal. I think we make it bigger than it is.
You're right. I think the media makes it bigger than it is. I don't think regular people are on Twitter.
No.
But if you want to put something out in the mainstream media, if you want to put a story out there, make it catch fire, you put it on Twitter.
Yeah, that's true.
And then people will share it, and then somebody else will catch on to it and they'll report it, that kind of thing. So what Elon Musk is doing is he's not buying Twitter for its financial value. He's buying it for its social value. And that's why these board of directors don't want to let it go. So anyway, that's why it's so hard. People don't want to people are like, why aren't you taking this offer? That's like almost 20% more than what it's worth right now.
I think if you put the number closer to 64, their social awareness would melt away quicker. I think this is just a business tactic. You know, he's offering only 20% over the stock price. He's trying to do a hostile takeover.
Yeah.
And in all regards, if you're going to do that, you're going to have to add quite a bit more. He's trying to buy it on the cheap. I don't think a 20% dividend on a company that apparently now has extremely added value because now he's interested in it is going to be enough. He needs to go into the 60s, and I think you won't hear this big social outcry because in the end, the guys on the Twitter board are the same jerk offs on every other CEO board. They care about money. They know they have a valuable product. I don't think.
I think they care more about controlling the narrative because they're banning people that carry followers.
Are they really banning people though, or is it just the douchebags that they hire that they don't give a fuck about? Because just like, okay, when Jack Dorsey was on Rogan,
all right,
like, you know, Rogan mentioned these people who got banned, and Jack Dorsey kept looking at his like this chick that he brought who was, I guess, the head of the banning department, kind of, and he kept going, "Why we banned them?" Or wait, what?
Yeah,
and he didn't know about most of them. So I think it's more of a social thing where like there's some people who have quite a bit of power in Twitter, but the ups don't care as long as they keep making money. You know what I'm saying?
But they're limiting the money that they can make by banning people.
Yeah, yes, and also they're also attracting quite a bit of people by banning people because the outrage in its own sense makes them money. Because it still gets people to come on and see who's been
that's fucked up.
blocked.
You're right.
See outrage. Right. It's a double win. It's a win-win scenario. So I think that I don't think there's a social play in this. I think it's just fucking. They want more money. They probably want in the 60s, which is an evaluation that they were initially looking for. He offered 54. I think he's at the up at price. He's trying to get on the cheap, and he's poison pilling it himself. He's trying to get it at 54. That was a low valuation.
Well, you know what?
He
I wouldn't
poison
blame him.
pilling the company himself.
I wouldn't blame him if he's trying to get on the cheap. But the people who are not selling don't want to let it go for any price because they haven't said what a price would be. They're more interested in the social control of this thing more than the money because they're rich already anyway.
Last time I checked, when you go try to buy a car or something, ain't nobody gonna tell you the real price.
Yeah,
they're gonna be the price that you pay and the price they're willing to let it go. In the end, negotiations, no one really knows anything until nothing. I mean, I think that they want more money. I don't think it's anything social. And to I guess to echo back onto the initial part is he's buying this for like the betterment of mankind. No, he's gonna use this shit to hack into his brain caps. Like the way that Twitter communicates probably has something to do with whenever we get jacked into the system.
All right, but here's the thing: do you think he'll be successful?
I mean, this is an up and down proposition because he does alienate a constituency of Twitter, but he can bring. I think he alienates now because he's no longer the left wing darling he was a couple of years ago. Now he's more the right wing darling. So I think he does alienate some left wing users, but some of those bitches need their cap twisted anyway. So I think does he have this broad appeal? Not as much as he did, but No.
I mean, but do you think he takes it over though? I mean, through the financial system.
Well,
not take it over like in the sense of a popularity contest. I know some people aren't going to like him, but is he going to take over the company and make it private?
Well, it depends. So there's several lawyers who are discussing poison pills. So if anyone doesn't know, a poison pill is basically a way that a company dilutes and drowns its value through either news, media, or whatever. They are through diluting their stock by creating more stocks to make the company less profitable and make it less attractive for a buyer. So it depends. I mean, they do something like that. I don't think when it comes to business, I mean, he can create his own platform.
No, it's not going to work.
I don't know. But I do know that I think in the end, he's going to get what he wants.
I think so.
He's going to get control of Twitter one way or the other, whether he owns it or it's because he has a power stake in it. He's going to be able to make some decisions to change parts of it.
They're talking about, now this hasn't been confirmed, but people are saying that he might bring in Peter Thiel and split the cost of Twitter.
That'd be interesting. Well, I'm telling you, it's about money. It's really about money. I think they want $60-something dollars. I think when they want 60-something a share. If he had come out to 65, guess what? Here you go.
If you control the narrative, you control elections through Twitter, you control people. Why do you want to give it up for money?
But they really don't, because a substantial amount of people on Twitter are fucking Russian and Chinese bots.
Yeah. I mean, get rid of that.
But they still, the reason they exist is because that shit works.
Right.
Exactly.
It draws attention to things, but at the same time, I think the importance of Twitter is overblown. I don't think there is this massive majority of people that are on the sides that Twitter tries to propagate, right? I don't think there's a massive amount of people in this country who believe left-wing people at all, who are all in on some of these narratives that Twitter tries to push. It's the same thing as right wings. I don't think that there's really that underlying current in the parties. So I don't know. I think that it's just, I think it's just kind of, I think in my mind, I think it's all bullshit. So I don't know.
I think it's it's a chess game though. And he's
some 4D chess.
Yeah, it's definitely
just regular chess.
Because he's got, he said, it's not that complicated. Maybe it is. Maybe it's just regular. Maybe 2D chess.
2D chess, that's still pretty hard.
Still pretty hard.
Still pretty
hard.
A lot of rolls. You got to move that horse a certain way. You got to do a bunch of other shit. But what you don't want to do is cook some fucking pizzas from Nestle.
Yeah,
in France.
How come?
Because it'll fucking kill you with fucking kids. E. coli. Oh my God. We're talking about a multitude of children in fucking France.
Fucking multitude of dead kids.
Dead.
That's dead. I should have said that. That's
fucking dead. No. I mean, no.
I was just riding.
Yeah.
I was riding the verbiage. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I like it.
I don't know why I laughed, dude. I just laughed. What's fucking wrong with me? I did. I just
you didn't laugh. You didn't laugh.
You made me so.
You laughed because I made a stupid face, bro.
No, you did, and you introduced the topic with such like
bravado,
fucking bravado, that I jumped on the wave and laughed at dead kids.
It was your gravitas. It was the gravitas.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's fucked up. Man.
I know. That's probably how the Antichrist will speak. Like when the Antichrist says shit,
really,
they'll laugh. It'll be like, I'm gonna gut your face, but he'll say it with such bravado.
No, exactly, dude. That when the Antichrist talks, hey, look, hey, listen, that just actually scared the shit out of me,
huh?
Because whenever that scared the shit out of me in real time. Because like when the Antichrist talk, he's not gonna be like,
oh yeah,
you will perish at the hands of my,
really?
No, he's not gonna say that. He's gonna be like, no, he's gonna be some super charismatic, like, hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you.
I got the greatest buildings in the country. I'm gonna make this country great again. Make America great again. That's exactly how the Antichrist goes.
No, I was going more for the like 20-year-old YouTuber.
Fucking dude, Logan Paul's gonna be fucking president one day. But nonetheless,
anyway,
back to
I always thought the Antichrist was going to be like, and shit out of luck. How does that go? The Beelzebub song and Tenacious D, the Beelzebub song.
Oh yeah,
Beelzebub song and Tenacious D.
That was so stupid.
Fuck. Demon Cove sent me. I did the rock off challenge.
That's how the Antichrist is going to talk.
Oh, your terms. But yeah, so just to echo back onto some sad shit. Yeah, so Nestle doesn't want to talk about it. Killed, I believe, from what I saw in this article, like at least 10 kids from E. coli poisoning on a fucking frozen pizza, man.
That's
fucked up.
And I said, I mean, no, that hits home. Like I said, how many
asshole
for making a joke.
No, how many times?
I feed my kids. I have like 4. I have 4 in my freezer right now.
I mean, and how many fucking frozen pizzas did you eat growing up? At least 1,000, right?
That's
how many Tostinos did you fucking throw in the oven? Right,
5 days a week. Times how many years?
How old am I now? I'm 42. 5 days a week.
Yeah, I'm 42. Let's see. So basically, that's 42 times 365 times 2, because I ate one for lunch and one for dinner.
Christmas, I eat 3 or 4. So you gotta add one more for that. So
I never cook.
Man, fuck yeah. You know what is the bomb? Fuck Tostinos and all those is Tombstone. That shit is the tits. I like that. I don't care.
Tombstone's pretty.
No.
Guess what?
What?
I got it. No. Everybody can suck my ass.
Oh,
here's the best.
Fuck, that's aggressive.
Best frozen
pizza. That's how you really get E. coli.
It is. That's for sure. You're walking the fucking yellow brick road to E. coli if you're licking somebody's ass.
You're not just walking the yellow brick road. You're fucking the yellow brick road if you're licking ass. You're gonna get some E. coli poisoning.
You're doing cartwheels with an umbrella and singing in the fucking rain to the fucking road of E. coli.
Oh Jesus.
No, but listen. Here. I
don't
even know what I was about to say. God dang it. What did you say right before that?
We talked about dead kids.
I hate you guys.
Fucking Rick, dude. Rick is just fucking writing it.
I'm gonna listen back. I'm gonna listen back to
Rick
this.
Rick is in rare form
off.
tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Because I had a real
Rick had a couple of drinks. He is in rare form. We are seeing the bright python sniping motherfuckers left and right.
Man.
He's like one of those Ukrainian guys in front of some Russian generals right now. He's fucking killing it.
Pretty much
Killing it. But anyway, so back to the depressing story. It's fucked up. They won't talk about it. Massive lawsuit, of course. Not only did it kill some kids, but now some of them are catatonic. It's some horrible shit. So
shit.
Yeah, no,
this
seriously.
is in France, right?
Yes,
it hasn't happened here in America yet.
It has, not that we know of, but
but it's Nestle.
Well, yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Those guys are devil worshippers.
No, but like Nestle, Nestle's not just chocolate bars, it's water, it's everything.
That's true.
Food products.
Well, did you hear what they said about water, right?
Oh no. Stop.
Water is not a human right.
Fuck up. I don't want to hear it. It's not a
water
human right.
is not a human right.
Damn.
Because they're arguing about they're bottling water in California.
Is that CCP?
Which is in a drought. No. So they're bottling water in fucking California during a massive drought, right?
They got shut down.
No. They
Oh.
said, well, they're like, well, but we need water for the people here. And then they're like, oh, water's not a human right. Fuck off. Because basically they were bottling millions of billions of fucking things of water.
God.
And guess what? They didn't pay very much for it. It's almost
municipal.
Yeah,
It's municipal.
So fucked up what they were doing. And they just basically, when someone questioned, they're just like, well, it's not human rights. So
I mean, think about it.
But you die if you don't have it after 7 days, but it's not a human right.
So think about it. What they're doing is what I could do is I can get a plastic bottle, fill it with water, and then go to my local store and then sell it.
You know
Pretty
what?
much.
You have to come up with a label too. Okay, it can't just be clear bottle.
I'll just use a Sharpie. It says Rick's water.
That would be awesome. I would buy it. I'd buy it. I'd be happy. So anyway, so Nestle's the devil. They're the food Monsanto of them all. So just if you're out there looking at your frozen pizzas and Nestle's on it, think again. And Nestle wants to sue us allegedly. So
hey, well, check it out though. I mean, when you put that pizza in the oven at 450 degrees for 12 minutes, doesn't that kill E. coli?
Well, no, doesn't it be frozen, bro? It being frozen, right?
I know, but
Frozen.
you're putting it in the oven for 450 degrees Fahrenheit for 12 to 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's some swamp ass, right? Either like E. coli comes from
Right,
shit.
but that's directions. That's like recommend. So, no, to your point though, the people that died, it's very possible that it was not cooked to
Maybe
the proper temperature,
Maybe.
but it's
Maybe
already in the
lawyer for
fucking
Nestle.
box. Well, no, but here's the thing. No, I'm sure there is. I'm sure this is part of the fucking equation. Yeah. I'm sure it is specified on there, right? Like what the parameters are. And yeah, you're right. It should kill E. coli if you cook it to the right temp.
Jesus.
But it's in the hands of a consumer. It's frozen. So whatever state that you're selling it to them in, you know what I mean?
Well, maybe there needs to be a label.
Well, it being frozen, kind of the part of it being frozen is prior to the freezing process. It's of course supposed to be like pasteurized. It's supposed to be cleaned off. It's supposed to have already gone some type of chemical or heat, something.
Maybe like a UV light or something.
Something should have killed it off, and they just fucking kept running with it. So that's not just how shitty fucking Nestle.
Or what happened was, or it could have been
Fuck
like
that bunny.
The Brenham
listeria
situation where there was something in like one individual plant, in which I'm sure this is probably what this was. There was probably one individually. I'm just making up fucking words.
You know what I like how you're doing? You're just adding Lee to the words.
Yeah, man.
Stop
That's a little flair.
Sleeping Lee.
What was the first one I did? Ultimately
or some shit like that. It was fucking amazing.
But yeah, it's probably one isolated plant that fucked a bunch of shit up, or somebody was, jerking off when they were supposed to be watching the fucking temperatures.
I love everyone masturbating.
That happens a lot.
Doing their
just like, I can check to make sure this shit is negative 15 degrees, but fuck it.
I want like it, my baguettes. I'm going to jerk off to a French porn because we make a good porn.
They do.
We are made of the French keys. We lick ass. It's E. coli.
Although the did always seems to give up real quickly, so I don't know what's up with that.
Oh, hey, that's the whole country. Yeah. But yeah, so pretty sad thing. So we pray prayers from the Skip the Noise family to those. Skip the Noise family to those 4 individuals and families that are suffering. And guys, fuck Nestle. Moving on, and I think we probably need to spend a couple of minutes on this, is the no more masks on airplanes, fuckers. Are you guys ready? Are you ready to see how the mouth breathers on airplanes?
You know what's funny about this though? It's like the biggest, not to circle back to our introductory topic, but it's like in the US, we're finally like, all right, no more masks on planes. Hey, and people are like cheering and shit. Hey-o. But it's like, meanwhile in China, motherfuckers are locked into their 25th story apartments screaming bloody murder in the middle of the night, begging somebody to just throw them up a bag of goldfish to eat. Like, that's how desperate it is. And we're just like, hey, like, it's, we can go back to normal.
Well,
yeah, but there's people who don't like this. You know that?
I don't like
opposed to this.
Why? Have you ever flown? Have you ever flown Spirit? Have you ever flown Spirit Airlines?
No, I got way too much self-respect. I got too much self-respect.
Yeah, you want to wear a mask. Also, I ain't gonna lie, dude. Like, when you're that close, okay, I don't like people that much, right? Sitting next to individuals who breathe on me, I don't want that shit. I kind of wouldn't mind a more sanitized flying experience. Yeah, I personally, I think half these motherfuckers on the airplane are nasty. People take their shoes off. They stick their feet under your chairs. They're fucking like snoring on you, dude. I don't know. Yeah. Bro.
Well, no, you know what I hate. Sorry, you know what I hate about this is that when you got that fat dude who sits next to you, and like your elbow has to touch his like roll of lard, and it's kind of warm. You know, and you're like, oh my god, it's so warm and nasty, but it's kind of warm.
And now you got to breathe his fucking breath again.
But it is warm, and it's a little cold in here, and but it is warm. I'd like to kind of nestle into that.
Oh, bro.
Exactly.
Bro. Fucking Rick's fucking digging. I
want to rest my head on his bitch tit.
Oh, fuck off. You dirty motherfuckers. That's why you don't want to wear a mask. You motherfuckers want to look into the eyes of the people you cuddle with for warmth.
Hey, but you know what though? I mean, this is real shit. If there's one fucking if there's one place I would still wear a mask, it's on a fucking plane.
Right?
You know what I mean?
My
like
God.
That's the one place.
They should hand out masks on airplanes and restrooms, right? Dude, I loved wearing a mask in restrooms.
COVID.
Because you can smell half the shit that people pump out of their
I mean, you can still wear a mask.
If COVID never existed, I'd probably wear a fucking mask on a plane.
I mean, what's next? Do people that are painting don't have to wear masks? I mean, at some point, like, masks are okay, people. Like, I don't want to be sitting next to some fat fuck who's eating fucking garlic chips and fucking drooling and trying to jerk off to porn. God damn it. Give me a fucking barrier against
Does it happen at Spirit Airlines? Come on.
Dirty bastard. It does. It happens on Spirit, Southwest. Fucking dude, there's shit. There's shit. I'm not trying to say like, oh, I'm worried about Corona. I'm worried about AIDS. Some of those fuckers are so dirty they can pass AIDS through the air. Have you not seen some of the dirty bastards on a fucking airplane, bro?
You can pass AIDS through the air.
You can with these dirty motherfuckers. You can. No, I guarantee you can catch cancer off some of these motherfucking pricks.
That is being facetious.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
But
all right, guess what? Next time you fly airplane, you're gonna come back and say, man, I got AIDS on the airplane. I told you should wear a mask.
And cancer.
Hey, you know how they said Corona was originated in a Wuhan lab.
Yeah.
AIDS was originated in a Greyhound station.
Exactly. Our Spirit airline restaurant.
Greyhound or Spirit airline restaurant.
And you don't want to wear a mask. I mean, dude, look, I'm all.
You can still wear a mask if you want, though.
Everyone should wear them. No, it should be mandatory. If you're on a plane and your mouth breathing fat ass, you should be fucking wearing a fucking mask, man. Fuck
yeah,
that.
you still could. I mean, you could wear a fucking gas mask if you want.
Good, yeah,
if you want to. There you go.
Then they should hand them out to people for safety. You should wear a Kim suit so you can protect yourself from the viral aerial AIDS that's on that airplane.
Maybe flying's not for you, right? Maybe maybe you should just get in the car and drive 1,200 miles or wherever the fuck you're gonna go.
Last time I checked, flying was supposed to be for everybody. Now
was back
you're
in the
trying
60s.
to roll things out. You ever see the old school airplanes? They're all fucking nice. Everyone was chilling. They had chairs. They could smoke. Now, guess what? Now you gotta breathe. You gotta breathe some fat.
It was also full of white people too in those billboards. So
it's rough.
That's true.
That's rough. I'm not touching that one. But okay.
Hey, you're talking about the billboards from the 60s. I'm telling you what they had in there.
Okay, all right. Well, maybe
it was
the
drawn before the civil rights.
Billboards I saw. Maybe I don't remember those. I don't remember this billboard that was the segregation airplane.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Seriously, though.
Segregation.
That sounds like a weird band's name. Segregation Airplane. But moving on with that shit. I get it, right? Everyone's over COVID. I feel you. But people, please wear a fucking mask. You guys are dirty. Half you motherfuckers on airplanes like literally get on airplanes and not take showers. You bring on like shitty food. You take off your socks and your feet and you let them like hang off a footrest or go under people's chairs. Like, I think airplanes are the epitome of the shittiness of the humankind. So I think a mask actually improves the experience.
Well, nobody goes under. There's no like hygiene screening.
There should be.
I mean, they check for everything else. If you have like more than 6 ounces of toothpaste.
Yeah, right. Or if you don't have at least 6 ounces of toothpaste, you can't get on the airplane, right?
I like that rule. I like that.
Or if you don't smell like soap, they have a soap and a deodorant smeller. And if you're not wearing either one, you just can't get on the airplane. Yes.
Either that or they strip you right before you get onto that bridge to get onto the fucking plane. Spray with that shit, that high pressure hose,
like the prison,
and squirt like lye on them,
like with the powdered soap.
Yep, just powder. Yeah, the powder.
They just hit you up. You're like, oh, it's cold. Oh God, it's cold. It's cold. But guess what? When you get on the airplane, it'd be a much more pleasurable experience because there are some motherfuckers who don't really believe in baths.
I would like that. I would like that. I would like to be sprayed with some water and soap before I get on the airplane. That'd be nice.
I do, man. Kill all the germs. And then put you.
Imagine how fresh you'd feel.
Smack,
exactly.
Smack you with some baby powder and put you in a towel.
Now you motherfuckers are getting what I'm saying. Now I'm making believers on both you motherfuckers. You're like, God damn, there are some dirty people on those airplanes. Some people really. Hey, guess what? Like newsflash, America. Some motherfuckers don't really take very many baths and showers.
I know they don't.
And guess what? That's gross. If you're not bathing daily, you're a dirty person.
You know what else they could do?
What?
They could, you know how like they have those cryo places where they freeze you to like negative 135 for like 5 seconds. So so you survive.
Right.
But then it's good for your joints. Well, what about this? What if before we get on the airplane, they boil your motherfucking ass to like 212 for like 1 second?
I think you die.
Nice.
Just to kill.
You're gonna make it.
Just to kill all the fucking bacteria, and then you can get on the plane and they give you a towel.
No, man, you trying to Hansel and Gretel motherfuckers before they get on an airplane. but yeah, I don't really see the problem wearing mask in like really close up conditions. Like, I don't like people. I might be slightly like, I may have Asperger's or something, but I really don't fucking like people. So the concept of me being further away from them with some type of barrier, especially on something where I'm like fucking super close, I quite enjoy. Because on top of that, a lot of people's dental hygiene, not up to snuff. Not
for sure. No, I agree with that.
But a bunch of airlines have said, okay, no more enforcement. TSA may actually, they say there's no more enforcement. But the bigger part of the story, other than a bunch of dirty motherfuckers on airplanes that we've been expounding upon, is the fact that this particular judge in this ruling, if not overturned, could leave a lasting effect into anything that the CDC tries to recommend during a time of disease crisis. Right.
Good, man. They need to be reined in.
Well, right. And so
the last time they intervened, everyone got free rent and everyone lost a lot of landlords lost their businesses.
Right. Well, nonetheless.
So no, that's good.
Good,
fuck
bad,
the CDC.
Good, bad. Okay. That's a little aggressive.
Nah,
but
fuck them.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
No, dude, like
twisted.
You know, they have salt. They have kind of helped.
They failed to control COVID. First of all, they failed to control COVID. They took a lot of liberties and letting people stay for free in apartments that they had no business in dealing with. They mandated masks. Okay.
No,
dude. I mean, it's a failure. It's a failure in the bureaucracy right there. CDC needs to be abolished. It is. It is
really.
They serve no function. They serve no function. They made that clear. I used to think they did. I was like everybody. I was a believer in the CDC, but then this shit came around and it proved how really inept they are.
Well, I'm not saying that I don't think they're like the Cinderella organization, but I definitely think that they serve a purpose. But in regards to
like getting coffee for
this court case could be yeah. Well, as long as it's not $3 for you, but I think this court case makes it. This is going to be interesting. So just to keep on everyone's radar, kind of see where this court case goes. If it does go to the Supreme Court, which it will, and the CDC investigates the legality of it, we could see some interesting developments on this. So everyone kind of keep your dicks pulled back and see what's going to happen, because this one could actually turn into what may be Rick's wet dream, which is the neutering of the CDC.
Yep.
So but my big worry is it trickles down to the FDA.
Oh, neuter them too.
Nope. Calm down. Calm down, because then guess what? People are gonna be taking Electro 5, and having heart attacks and shit, because we do need it, because drug companies, as much as everyone wants to suck their dick now because they're so great, they came out with this vaccine. Guess what?
They can police themselves.
They don't police themselves. They don't.
They can.
No, they cannot. Besides,
I mean, the drug companies with the right amount of money can buy anything. Really,
yeah.
They
already have.
FDA doesn't go and police them. They just buy their way out. I mean,
or
if you're someone like Hospira and you have a bad product, allegedly, all you have to do is tell the FDA, hey, FDA, you want me to stop production on my product? Go ahead. There's going to be a worldwide shortage of normal saline. If you want, that's fine with me. FDA pulls back and says, you don't do that yet. Hold on a second. It's not so bad, right?
Oh boy.
So anyway, that's what happens. That's
yeah.
All they'll do is just like either lower or raise the standards of whatever the fuck they pass and just manipulate.
Exactly.
Just to club before we hit the break, maybe to close this. Here's just a thought I had as you guys were talking. What
you mean rambling
shit? What exactly? No, dude, I'm about to ramble in middle word, consistent press, or just like blanket press. Like I shove it down and it just it keeps going. With China, right? With all these people locked down. What if this is where they introduce Soylent Green? Where they're just like, this is what you can't get food anymore. You can eat this. The CCP concocted, like it passes all of the standards. It protects you from COVID. Blah 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 blah. What if this is where they issue that shit in like little bags, and it goes to your door,
bro? And anyway, China's prison population disappears.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
Imagine that. Oh, where'd they get all this free food from?
Yeah,
food for thought, guys. Food for thought.
Exactly. Anyway, with that being said, we were fucking. I love it. We're reunited again, and we're going all over the fucking place.
So good.
It feels so good. So does the break. Everybody go pee if you need to, or whatever you need to do.
Take a
and
shit.
We will see you. Take a shit if you need to. Get out some of that excess Soylent Green, and we'll see you on the other side. Peace. And we're back, party in the back underway. Rick recently sent us an interesting video that was, for the Easter holidays. Even the president got involved and had a little interaction with the Easter bunny.
And what happened with the Easter bunny, Rick?
Well, Joe Biden was shaking little kids' hands or whatever the hell he does with little kids at the Easter egg hunt at the White House. And some sneaky son of a bitch reporter decided to get in there and ask him questions about Afghanistan and the pullout and so forth. And he was about to start answering questions about Afghanistan in the middle of this event. And the Easter bunny came to the rescue and pulled Joe Biden away from the reporter, ushering him down to keep going, keep shaking the kids' hands. Come on. the Easter Bunny came in and helped him out. So our awesome president, who isn't there anymore, he's not cognitively there anymore. He's getting help from the Easter Bunny. That's a point now. So our president of the United States is using the Easter Bunny now for help to get him out of these situations.
I like the possibilities of this.
And this is what, a few days after shaking Air's hand. Air was very happy that the president shook hands with him.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Anyway, it's not looking good for this man, guys. Come on. At some point, the 25th has to be invoked here, and
okay.
I guess Kamala, dude. I mean, Kamala's
okay. One fucking Easter Bunny situation. Now we're
No,
gonna
dude.
vote the 25th. Okay.
it's more than that's just the Easter Bunny, man. The man keeps getting lost on stage.
Okay. A little bit of throwing the baby with the bathwater is occurring here, but okay.
Oh no, dude.
Does he have cognitive decline? Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, there was also the other incident at that same event at the Easter Bunny where he had to be reminded by Joe Biden to wave at the crowd.
Yeah.
Wave, you stupid old man. That's what I heard her say.
But you know what's
Wave,
funny? He's got elderly abuse. As soon as the doors close, he starts spanking him and shit. Like, you fucked up on this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure that's what happens.
Yeah,
I'm almost positive that's what happened, because
okay,
someone has to set this man straight. I mean, you can't have old people scream fucking shut up, everybody, right?
Well, we should have a fucking age limit on presidents. That should fucking be real.
Yeah, that's real.
If you can't drive, you can't be a president, right? I mean, fuck, dude.
Do you trust him to drive you anywhere?
I don't trust that motherfucker to do nothing.
Yeah, man. I don't know. How about Kamala Harris? I mean, what's her excuse? You know, I mean, I understand Joe's old, but okay, Kamala Harris fits the age thing.
I think vice presidents, right, are like married couples. You know, like when you marry someone, you kind of slowly start becoming like them, and vice versa. So, like, as Kamala has become vice president, she's slowly become more and more stupid, and she's starting to exhibit cognitive decline for being its vice president.
So do you think it's like that?
Happening.
It's like when teachers teach kindergartners for years and years and years, they start speaking like them.
Exactly. Or like you see like a dog.
Is that a thing?
Owner. Like dogs and owners, they look alike. I think that's what's happening between fucking Kamala and Biden, right? She's starting.
I wonder if I look like my cat.
She's starting to get that. You probably do. You probably do. Or your cat looks like you.
That's awesome, dude. I like that.
But nonetheless, I mean, I don't know. Yeah,
the Easter Bunny, man. That's what we resorted to. Thank God for the Easter Bunny being there.
Yeah. If he wasn't there, he would have had to answer some serious fucking questions. And
yeah. He would have had to answer some serious fucking questions about Afghanistan. But thank God Easter Bunny showed up and rescued the country.
Well, that's what it seemed like.
Hopefully Santa Claus shows up.
Excuse me. Whoever was in this Easter Bunny suit. I know. Fuck. I'm sorry.
It's probably Jen Psaki.
Oh, maybe.
Boy.
Maybe.
Jen
Psaki. That's where I was.
It would make sense.
That's where I was. That's where I was going with that. Is that it was somebody obviously with the interest of. It's like, hey, let's have somebody that can. This is the one time of year where we can have somebody on the fucking crown that can save his ass from him fucking up in conversations.
Yep.
In costume. And they,
because
that's what they were doing.
Well, I mean, we're waiting for Santa to save him next year, huh?
Jen Psaki was probably the one in the bunny outfit, because think about it. She doesn't want to be asked these questions about, hey, what did the president mean when? Then she has to answer for him, right? So she gets in the Easter Bunny outfit and shoos him away whenever shit like this happens. So she makes her job easier.
Well, she is a ginger, and gingers don't have souls.
Well, yeah. Look at Jen Psaki.
That's what I'm trying to explain to you. I will call this out. Gingers don't have souls. I mean, we know this. This is scientifically proven. Okay. There's several scientific papers written about the fact that when gingers die, they don't lose the 21 grams everyone else loses. Right? They gain.
Okay.
This is scientific.
Is that like Danny Bonaducci?
Yeah. Fucking
hey, but you know what though? The Easter Bunny was not the.
Wait, isn't Trump a ginger though?
Huh?
Trump's kind of a ginger.
He's blonde.
A little bit.
I don't know, bro. He looks kind of red to me. Fucking ginger. Fucking
He's orange
president.
and he's orange and gold. I mean,
Which is a ginger, bro. I mean,
no, our ginger's red.
Fucking orange. Fucking shit, dude. Great. Now you're gonna tell me you voted for a fucking ginger? Good job, bro. Good job.
Dude,
Make America red again. That's what it
I don't
should've
know. I don't know. It's better than voting for
God.
a quadriplegic man.
Quadriplegic. Now he
Yeah.
can't walk.
No, he can't walk. He can't talk. He can't think. He
No,
can't do anything,
I
man.
think he can poop.
Oh,
I think he can poop.
we're going so good.
Well, maybe he
I
can't poop and
I
I mean, I think he can poop. You're right. He just can't poop in the toilet. Yeah.
Oh, look, bro. You're soulless president, the ginger master. I mean, he probably, dude. He is a ginger. You look at his kid. His kid's a ginger.
No,
They're all
the kid's a
gingers.
blonde.
They're disguised gingers.
Oh my god.
Oh my
So
god.
what are they, what are you, like a Scooby Doo
Dude.
now? I mean, come on.
Yeah, bro. We pulled them.
Everyone's disguised as-
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god. We're gonna pull the wig and they're gonna be gingers.
This
It's
is
great.
why our country went to shit. The gingers took over, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway,
Fuck,
besides
I
the
knew it.
Easter Bunny wrestling away Biden, what did
Right.
you see here in Houston?
I like this. I like this little rollout. Well, I guess to finish up our evening tonight, ladies and gentlemen, which has been filled with action-packed adventure. I got a wonderful chance to go to the Texas All-Star Wrestling, which is like I don't know, I guess amateur
They're just independent
wrestling
promotion.
Yeah,
Mhm.
promotion. And I was actually in the great city of Houston, and if you're ever down there, they actually perform in the Cypress VFW arena, and you know it's a small Veterans of Foreign Wars.
Oh,
It's
okay,
like,
cool.
Yeah,
They
they
hop,
perform in
skip,
their
and a
arena.
jump from
Yeah.
Casa de Benji. So
Yeah, very, very similar. So if you're in Cyprus, please check it out. These guys put on an amazing show. It's like to get like VIP tickets, which is like the table in front of the ring. It's like $16 a person. You're not going to get any better entertainment outside of anything. And to be quite honest with you, it was really fun. The kids loved it. All the wrestlers, they take pictures with you afterwards.
That's awesome.
Really nice people. Yeah, very sweet people. And to be quite honest with you, these people mainly do it for free. So it's just part of their passion, their love for it, and it's a lot of fun. So if you get a chance, you should definitely check it out. But yeah, it was fucking awesome, dude. My kids were talking shit. Like I think at one point, one of my extended my stepdaughter started screaming, you have no family. And I was losing my shit. She was like, you have no family and you have no friends. And I was just like, to the bad guy, because one wrestler's the good guy, one's the bad guy. It's all the part of the setup. And she's like, you have no family. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Damn.
You have no friends. You are nothing. I thought
Did the
she
guy
was
come
start
up to
like
you and be
quoting
like,
his
"Are you the
1040.
father?"
Huh?
And did
Oh.
he come out of the ring? He was like, "Are you the father of this child?"
No, but it was pretty funny. They went up to
That'd
her
be
and talked
dope.
shit. No, they went up to her and talked shit afterwards.
damn.
They're
that's
like,
awesome.
they're like, whatever, like got in her face. We were all laughing so hard.
Wow.
It's a great show. So if you guys get a chance, it's Texas All-Star Wrestling, TASW. Of course, I'm not getting anything for this, but if you do get a chance, you should check it out. It was really fucking fun. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it. And you can actually reserve tables. Oh, and best part is fucking bucket of beer, right? 6 good fucking bottles of beer, 16 ounce, $10
Oh,
Damn, that's not bad.
nice.
Oh,
for a bucket
holy
of
shit.
fucking
in this day and
beer.
age.
$10, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah.
And guess what? You just get fucking loosey goosey, start talking shit, maybe buy a couple of luchadores, Max, and next thing you know, you're just having a blast. But yeah, it's
Are there
really fun,
luchadores?
dude. Yes, there were some.
Come on, bro. This is Texas.
Yeah, bro. It was totally down. And it was fun. It was just a fun thing to see. So it was different. Yeah, like I said, the kids were talking shit. The wrestlers interact with everybody in the crowd.
That's awesome.
It's just fucking fun. So I really dug it, man. I saw some wild shit. So,
Texas All-Star Wrestling.
Yep,
There you
Texas
go.
All-Star Wrestling, and
There
they have their next show. And actually, I might try to catch this with one of you gentlemen if one of you poons can get out there. Saturday, May 21st. So maybe
I take my son. You know, my wife has this thing about my kids seeing violence. And I'm like, dude, this kid already knows how to say the word kill and like stab people and shoot people. I don't know where he learned it from. Yeah.
Stab people.
Yeah, he knows the concept of stabbing people and shooting them. And I'm just like
fucking aggressive, dude.
A little bit. He's it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress, all right?
Jesus Christ. Where'd he go to school?
Home. Well, let's just say he goes to school over there by Hardy Street.
Oh boy.
Well then that explains a lot.
No shit. He just has to say that just to get through the lunch line.
He goes to school over there by Hardy Street in Jensen.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So
yeah, it explains it.
It's rough. It's a rough school, man.
How many tattoos does he have already?
Maybe he's got two. One in the back shoulder and the other one in his arm.
Does he have the teardrops yet? For his fucking...
No, but he wants to get old English letters in his abs.
Nice.
I'm like, you don't have them yet, dude.
Nice.
I encourage. How does he? He doesn't have any on his neck at this point already.
No, not yet.
Oh boy.
Nah, he's only 3, man. Calm down.
Okay, that's 4th grade. My bad.
Fourth grade is when they get the neck tattoos.
Yeah.
He should get on his knuckles. But with that being said, yeah, dude, it was a lot of fun. Had a blast. Just fucking $10 bucket beers, fucking shitty French fries, popcorn. It's just a good fucking time. Nachos, good old thing, man.
Fuck
good old
yeah.
thing. And they separate the bar from the banquet hall. And you see some interesting people in the bar area, but it all adds to the flavor of TASW. So if you're in the area, definitely check them out. And I'm going to try to make it, honestly, to the next one. I really think it's going to be fun. You guys should go. We should have fucking fun. It would be
we'll mark my calendar for that for fucking sure. It's one of those things, dude. Like I said earlier, like I live. It's just really literally in my well, not literally, but it's essentially in my backyard. Yep. And so I've driven by it for years, and I have to admit, man, I've never actually got my ass to a show. I've been wanting to forever, but maybe that was the time. And you know what else? Last week I had mentioned something. It's one of those things I do quite frequently, where I bring something up and then I sort of derail my own topic, and we get to and then we never come back to it. I said, hey, you know what? Last episode, I said, you know what would blow your mind. And then me and Rick started talking about some other shit, and I never fucking finished it. What I was gonna say was that the three of us, since we started the fucking show, we've seen each other individually. Like I've seen Rick, I've seen Ben, y'all have seen each other,
but we have not been in the same place.
All three of us have not been in the same fucking room since we started this shit in June of 2020. That's real.
Oh no, one time.
No,
what?
Not even once.
Yes.
When?
For when I was down
there. No.
Yeah,
because
Benji wasn't there.
Oh
no,
yeah,
we came at different times. We came at different times.
I thought y'all were there at the same time for some reason.
No.
Okay.
Because even then we missed each other by like an hour.
Yeah, prove I've been correct.
Yeah.
So it's so weird because we're never in the same room together. I wonder if we're the same person. You know,
what?
You never see Benji or me in the same room. So
I bet you motherfuckers are the same person. Like, oh wow,
a picture.
Yeah.
The more I think about it, maybe they have some type of weird digital thing going on here. Fuck, dude.
Yeah, where I stick my hand behind like Benji and I make him talk. You know.
Oh,
dude, maybe. Hey, check it out.
Whoa. Wait, that sounds really bad. I stick my hand behind him and maybe in him, and he starts talking.
Maybe Mexican Nostradamus made this whole thing up in his brain.
Oh my god. I am Tyler Durden.
And episode 100, it all gets revealed that it was all just his fucking imagination.
Yeah, he's really like in a room by himself, you know.
I can't. That's why
he's like, hey guys.
That's why my wife looks at me so funny every time I say I did a podcast. She's like, oh sure, honey. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
right. She just entertains. She entertains it because she knows, you know, it makes you happy and it puts you in a good mood.
I'm like Russell Crowe in The Beautiful Mind. That's what it is.
Yeah,
dude, that's what it is. I got you guys are my Secret Service and my little girl. I just don't know which one is which. Something like that.
He thinks the whole time he thinks I'm editing these and putting them out.
It's really me. It's really me. It's me like, and I'm like doing all the. I'm doing the voices of both y'all.
It's shit's not even getting recorded.
Right. There's never been a podcast published. I just listen to like what I'm thinking is the podcast, but it's really like fucking like Duncan Trussell or somebody. Right?
So
it's
what
like
your wife
shit.
sees is your headphones plugged to nothing.
Yep. And she's like, oh, he's recording again. He's got to get a less stressful job so we can finally tell him. Finally tell him that he has no friends and that he's been talking to a blank computer screen for 2 hours like an asshole. And with that depressing note of my life, I make up my friends mentally.
Meanwhile, in China, in Shanghai, that's exactly what's probably going on.
That's a new pastime. That's the new national pastime in China. Is how many fake friends can you make? I have 40 of them. Let me tell you about them. Oh,
I'm a Twitter influencer with 40 million followers.
Right? He's like,
no, you're not.
No,
you're not.
You even have Twitter.
We don't even.
Or like, he's like, I have a wife and 4 kids.
You don't even have Wi-Fi. Shut the fuck up.
How are you gonna have a wife and 4 kids? You're by yourself. Like, when did you have this wife and 4 kids before the lockdown? It never has happened. He's like, I do.
How would you even get your kid from the hospital?
Yeah, exactly.
You're in lockdown. You can't leave your house.
No. Oh no, dude! I'm telling you, there's some wild mental health crisis going on in Shanghai. But with that being said, we hope that your mental health crises are under control for the evening and for the
at
day.
A minimum.
And Ben, since you remember, why don't you go and wish everybody
happy 420 officially. As we are recording this, it is 12:24 a.m. in Central Time in the United States, right here in the great state of Texas. So happy 420 to everybody. Make sure, I hope before you listen to this that you would put out your cookies and milk for Willie Nelson,
because he'll be there. He's waiting.
Your brownies and beer.
Yeah, exactly. So when you wake up in the morning, there's
don't leave out cupcakes. No cupcakes.
No cupcakes.
That makes some bitches
don't want to
fat.
do that.
Make you a troll. Ever, or if you makes your Bucky shirt look bad, because I mean that's pretty hard, right? I mean, fucking Bucky shirt, you're gonna make it look bad. That's rough. Or fill it out. Like if you're gonna wear a Bucky shirt, make sure you don't totally fill it out.
Shit, yeah, and go in that electrolyte car wash. You know what I mean? With the works.
Okay, and with that, we should probably end the show. And I'm pretty sure at this point, a lot of people have disconnected already. So.
That's right. Well, you get a free vacuum token for listening to the show. So we thank you
for the entirety.
And and some beaver nuggets.
Oh yeah.
Have a good week, guys. We'll see you next week.
Later.
Out.